The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Done. 180. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Two jet. Greystone, travel.
To throw is Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll make it third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Stand up in. Slam, slam, slam.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Trey 15, Trey 15. Hey, Echo. Here we go, here we go.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Now, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Bunch. This by 7. Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, 180. Hey, alert.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry.
Mike, 53, Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Get him! Check.
Hey, alert 33. X3, 218, jump. Regular. Hey, zoom. Let's go. One touch.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
First down, Chicago.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Kill.
Run.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch the safety creep.
Alert.
Slam. Check 43.
One touch.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Broncos' 20-yard line.
It's it. 180.
Check 53. Here we are. Undercross.
King. Hey, Alpha. Hurry.
Check 53. Right here.
Now on second and 16. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's all right.
Regular.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Situation. Let's go.
Hey, empty. 46 down, marathon 4. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing his Wentz. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4, don't kill.
Wentz. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Smooth.
Now Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Go. Point it right.
Quick. Check.
Hurry.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Shift. 25. Check 25.
From the 27, Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, high 7.
Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, here's Penny. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now Rashad Penny, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Bears.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, box drop. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check my 33. Check my...
On first and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Hurry! Check my 33. Okay, double up. Alert! Hey, Delta. Hurry! You got tight right there.
To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Hey, alert! Up. Hurry! Regular. Check 31. Check 26.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Hey, they're scared. Point it right. Mike, check 33. Hurry. Hey, alert. Check 3. Watch safety green. Up. Safety's green.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Keep it up. Hey, run. Hey, orbit. Hurry.
Mayfield looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
5-10.
Say 56 to Mike. 56.
Go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hatchet. Check the backer.
Kill.
Mike 56.
6 man. Check curls. Hey, exit.
Throwing now is Wentz. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At their 48-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. Screen pass to Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down, Bears.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Run.
Rush in. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the
Penny. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Bravo.
A first down throw from Mayfield. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Chark, 28 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there. Two jet. Watch the run. Mike, 55. Check.
To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already.
Hey, watch this. King.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Did they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Point it right. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. King. Hey, wahoo.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man right side is Shark. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Target. 57. Sunday. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll go option to the short side. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
56. Watch the curve. Sunday. Check 99.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, here we go. Check.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Sunday.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now Wentz will keep it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Carson Wentz, his 1st touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos get a bit closer. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count, 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Real. Switch.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Shoot.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. He spins free. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Broncos on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Let's get it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. '82. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 50. Hey, echo. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike, 55. 357. Mike, watch the run.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
82, 40.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Airing this one out for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown as the Bears push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So following the hold, They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, Charlie. 55. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man right side is Ingram. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 180. I got him. Check. Look. Sunday.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Running to start the drive is Love. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pistol. Check 50.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bears.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, alert 33. You can't block me. Hurry. Check 13. Real. Check 13. Mike, 53. Mike. Here we go.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.